Hello, everyone, and welcome to It's Your Call, a series where we ask you what you would do on some difficult bidding problems. Today, I am joined by Amy. Amy is one of the people behind the scenes working on the Bridge Bulletin. She is an associate editor there, and she works a lot on the Life Master Achievement areas. She does a lot of junior columns. She works on the columns, and of course, there's all sorts of reading that happens. All of the associate editors are going in and being sure that everything is just right, formatted okay, so that everyone, it's much, much more easy to read, and it looks good. So Amy has been playing bridge for a substantial amount of time, starting out playing with her dad in the club. It's a very, very sweet thing to do with a family member. Do you have any good memories playing with your dad?
Yeah, we had fun. I remember winning a sectional, or like our very first sectional we ever went to, and kind of looking at the recap sheet and starting at the bottom, and like being surprised and kind of like, let's get out of here before something changes, or yeah, we had a lot of fun, and we learned all kinds of goofy conventions. Mostly we were just pretty terrible, but we had fun, and I still play with them occasionally.
Oh, that's
He's 8.
awesome. For me, one of the things that I did, I learned bridge to play with my grandma. And, it's just a connection that you can have with a family member. And it just makes your bond, and you get to spend time together doing something that you love. So it's keeping those bonds, bridge can do, which is awesome. But yeah, she went to the NABCs in 2011 as a NAPC player, and since then it kind of spiraled, it kept going, and she eventually made it into bridge work, and we're so glad that she's doing it. So thank you for everything that you do for bridge, Amy. We really, really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for all that you do. It's super cool to see young people playing and doing so well, like so fast, and using technology and different avenues to kind of reach more people and break it down. So it's exciting.
Yeah, exciting. We've got lots of hope for bridge. But yeah, today you have been challenged to a bridge problem. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Okay.
Okay.
So you are south. We are playing match points. You are vulnerable, the opponents are not, and you are the dealer, so you get to make the first call, starting off easy. It's your call.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm going to open. I know a lot of people sometimes open a diamond with this so that they have a rebid with 2 clubs, because
Mm-hmm.
it can be kind of awkward to open 1 club and then over the assumed major suit response, you're kind of jammed because you can't reverse with 2 diamonds.
Right.
I really hate distorting my shape. And
Agreed.
so I am a 1 club opener. And if I have to rebid 2 clubs, I think that that's a good enough suit to rebid 2 clubs.
Right. I completely agree with your assessment. And I do like this idea of bidding 1 diamond here to, like, it's a little bit deceptive, but at the same time, it can be very, very helpful to not get too high. And it's the minors, so who cares about the minors?
Yeah, there's the second class citizens. But also, if the disparity in my suit quality was more extreme, like if I was king queen 10 9 of diamonds, and if my clubs were like jack 10 9 fifth, obviously then I'd have to have some high cards in the majors. If the suit quality difference was extreme and I felt like the diamond would be a better lead director, then I might
Right.
kind of veer towards that. But I kind of feel like 1 club is rarely a lead director anyway, and I'm not really worried about losing the lead direction possibilities here. I'm still going with 1 club.
Agreed. Let's go. 1 club. The West hand decides to preempt you. 2
Of
spades.
course, of course.
It's never gonna be easy like that, right? It's gonna go 3 hearts from your partner.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
so partner's getting in there, and a pass from East. So now it is your call.
Well, I don't want to lose a possibility to play in no trump.
Right.
And obviously, if I introduce, and 3 hearts is forcing, I don't want to bid 4 diamonds. And so my choice is to raise on a doubleton or, go past 3-no in a minor. I don't like those options. So I'm going to bid 3 spades. I feel like that's asking partner to bid 3-no trump with a stopper. And I'd like to have a partial. If I had a stopper myself, I would just bid it,
You would
right?
just
So
bid 3-no. That's the logic
yeah,
behind.
it's my call.
I I completely agree with you on this as well. This was my immediate thought was, hey, if my partner has a spade stopper, 3-no is the place to be here. And of course, partner could have a really good heart suit with their 3 hearts bid. I think you might consider it fair to expect partner to have maybe 6 on a 3 hearts bid here, just coming in at the 3 level. I have always been conflicted with these 3 hearts bids from partner here. Like, I've had people saying that it's just forcing, some people saying it's game forcing, it needs to have a really good suit quality, but it's really hard over these preempts to make a call. So
Yeah.
sometimes you just have to bid something to keep going, right?
Sure. I mean, 4 hearts could be easily the best spot, but we're not, ruling that out. And yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you would like partner to have that 6th heart, but they might not. They could just have 5 and be, kind of stuck for. They don't want to double because that could, it's just. I mean, we're just talking here, and I'm just offering. I'm taking up no room, right?
Right. That's the key thing. We're keeping all options open.
Mhm.
And your partner is very, very lovely, and they do have a spade stopper, so they will bid 3-no trump. Very kind of them. 3 spades call makes it very easy for partner to bid 3-no trump as long as they are assuming that this is asking for a spade stopper. Partner's hand is Queen Jack 4th of spades, Ace 10 5th of hearts, Ace doubleton of diamonds, King doubleton of clubs. So you're in a very, very solid 3-no trump contract. Congratulations.
Yay. Yeah. Thanks. What did you do? Was this your hand?
Yes, this was my hand. And for me, what happened was this exact auction happened. I bid 3 spades, and my partner thought that this was a raise in hearts. Completely reasonable, right? You can constantly default to the Q bid showing support for partner suit. And they bid 4 hearts and went down 4. It was brutal.
Wow. Well, Ace 10 fifth is we're under a lot of pressure here, and they have to make a 3 heart call. It's the right call, but it's interesting though with Queen Jack 4th of spades and a poor quality heart suit like that. It almost seems like just bidding 3-no
Immediately.
right? Because you're worried about spade roughs. But then see how it all escalates. Like then they might have thought that 3 spades was, yeah, kind of coming in hearts with spade shortness because they're looking at so much spade length, right?
Right.
Bridge is hard, especially people's 2-level white versus red preempts can be easily a 5 card suit or a poor quality suit. It's a different game. You have to kind of play your opponents and be careful. We're all opening 12 counts and overcalling and preempting, and
Being more and more aggressive constantly. Like, that's the trend that Bridge is going through right now. I
thank
completely
you.
agree with the auction. I have another sneaky little problem that we could get into. So this is your hand. It's not as fun as the last one. Once again, you are playing match points. You are the south hand. You are in 4th seat. So how we would start out here is West starts out with a 1 spade call. North, your partner bids 1-no trump, and then a 2 spades call from East. And now it is your call.
This is considerably more difficult. In fact, I was just editing Larry Cohen's column for July and then watching the mixed trials on Love Bridge. And Ben Kolesnik was talking about aggressively inviting over a no Trump overcall. With the concept being, your partner has overcalled. In this case, it was vulnerable. Your partner made like a vulnerable, you were a passed hand and your partner made a vulnerable no Trump overcall. And so the idea is they are sitting over the opening bidder and they know where all the points are, you know what I mean? And it might play well. So you should maybe aggressively invite in that kind of a situation.
It makes sense.
Here, it's match points. I don't want to sell out.
And you're not vulnerable,
We're not vulnerable.
right?
They definitely have a fit. And anyway, I think I would, if I'm going to do something, I'm not going to double with only 3 hearts, assuming that that's takeout. So I would bid 2 no trump and hope that that's Lebensall or takeout for a minor, and then just
good. Yeah.
pass whatever minor suit my partner bids.
Okay, yeah, Lebensall would be extremely helpful in this situation, I agree. And for those of you who don't know how Lebensall works, basically, most people play that 2 no trump here forces partner to bid 3 clubs, and any bid that we make after is going to be invitational, right? If we were to not go through 2 no trump, these bids are game forcing and showing the suit. So if we were to bid 3 clubs here, it would be game forcing. However, if we go through Lebensall, we bid 2 no trump, and it goes pass. Partner is required to bid 3 clubs, and in this case, assuming that there's no other competition, we would just pass. And this is the best place to be. We're trying to save, well, we're not necessarily trying to save our partner. We're just trying to not let them just play 2 spades. We have very, very little defense for 2 spades in our own hand. Maybe partner has some, right? But just keeping that auction going. The question is, Lebensall, do you really want to compete? And you made that great point where, all the points are in the north and the west hands. And anytime that there's a finesse, your partner's, it's always going to be working, basically, is the idea.
Well, East has something for the raise. Cool. And we could be missing like an 8-card heart fit. My partner could have, maybe not have 5 hearts. It's hard to say, but I have roughing value. I know partner can get to my hand. I don't want to sell at the 2 level. I think we're fine at the 3 level, especially at these colors. We're not going to go for a number. So it's not really forward going. It's not invitational. It's just like, I'm just competing for a 3 level part score.
Right. Agreed. Like this bid, because you do have that shortness in spades and you have some useful aspects with your club suit. It would be really, really nice if the club suit quality was like maybe just instead of the queen 10-6, be more like the queen 10-9, just little things like that where it's like, please, can I have a little more?
And we could be turning a positive score into a negative score. It could be the wrong thing to do. Partner could have 2 spades set in their own hand, and I went from plus 50 to minus 100. Mm-hmm. That I do that sometimes, but it's also kind of a bidder's game. East could be making that call on just noise,
Right. It happens a lot where East is just bidding to interfere over your no trump auction. It's less likely to be a possibility in this scenario, seeing as partner has 15 to 18 and we have nothing. However, West could also have a monster as well. So
they might bid 3 spades too, and then I would definitely leave that. The thing is I don't want partner to think that I have any defensive value, so I would hate for it to go 3 spades double by partner. But I think partner should be able to look at their hand, and I hope that they don't expect some tricks from me. That my hand is offensive and not defensive.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Like the analysis of the overall usefulness of the hand. Being not in the defense, but in the offense. You would have ended up in 3 clubs anyway, because for me, what happened is it went pass. I passed with this hand. I'm like, partner, why are you bidding? Don't bid. This is not good. And then it went pass. And then for some reason, my partner decided it was a good idea to bid 2 no trump. And you're just like, when you see this, your heart just sinks.
I feel like I would take that out to 3 clubs, but I don't know.
I mean, that was my first instinct too. I was just like, oh no, this is not good. 3 clubs. So either way, you end up in 3 clubs. Partner's hand is ace, jack, 9, 4th of spades, ace, king, 4th of hearts, king, doubleton of diamonds, king, 3rd of clubs. It's a good hand. It's a really good hand. Like, I understand partner wanting to bid 2 no trump after that.
Um, well, I mean, where are your tricks coming from? And how do you get 8 tricks off of, king and one diamond? That's a very risky, 2 no trump, I think is pretty risky.
Yeah, it is risky. It's just a
I mean,
like if you had like a 5 card suit that could be running, it looks much much better. Just the quality of the honors themselves are very very good. So I have some empathy for it.
well, yeah, you like maybe where your kings are if the aces are on side, but how do you get to dummy to lead up to your kings? You just have to hope
Right.
that they break those suits for you. And that's 1, 2, 3. That's still only 5 tricks, you
Yeah.
know.
It's
I
still only 5
mean,
tricks and
you might
partner
get a
probably
spade.
has
You'll probably get
nothing.
a spade trick. Maybe 2 spades, 2 hearts, and 2 kings. I mean, if hearts are 3, 3, then you can get a trick there. Anyway, this dummy here looks way more suit oriented. I think you can take a lot more tricks in 3 clubs than you
Yes.
could in 2 no.
You can make 3 clubs, and the fun thing about this hand is I I really enjoyed playing this hand was that East has all 5 clubs.
Oh,
All of them. So it's a hand where you are trying to rough as many. It's like a pure dummy reversal. You're just trying to trump as many tricks as possible. And whenever you spot a hand like that, you're just like, ooh, this is fun. This is not the normal way to play a hand. I'm just trumping in with all of my low cards in my long hand just to try and get enough tricks. And you do in the end.
how would they do in 2 spades?
They would do diamond finesses off. They're going to lose 2 spade tricks. They're going to lose 2 heart tricks. So they would probably just make 2 spades.
Because somebody's got the ace of clubs and then a stiff club. So they have no club
Mm-hmm.
losers, 2 spade losers, 2 heart losers, and maybe 1 or 2 diamond losers.
It's not a fun hand for them to be declaring whatsoever, especially with the 1 no trump from the north.
I do want to say I wouldn't take a call if I were vulnerable. I just let him. I'd pass 2 spades.
Yeah, that seems it just gets way too risky at that
Yeah,
point.
but they say at match points to not sell out at the 2 level if they have a fit. And my partner's shown some value, so I would make that call at these colors.
All right, thank you so much. We've definitely talked all of these hands through. Subtle things that we're picking up here, which is awesome. Thank you for your time, Amy. Will you be at a national sometime soon? Are you going to go to Toronto?
I will be in Toronto. I will be
Okay.
playing Grand National teams,
Ooh.
flight A, and then working. I do the daily bulletins with the rest of the crew, Paul Linksweiler and Chip Dombrowski. And so, yeah, you can stop by the daily bulletin office with a cool hand, or I'll be trolling the 299ers and Gold Rush pairs for winners. Every day I look for some sort of intermediate newcomer story. And then, of course, there's the youth NABC.
Yes.
So, yeah, we're going to be busy.
All right. I hope you get to have a lot of fun. I hope you win the GNT
Thank
A.
you.
Best of luck to you in all your bridge endeavors, and may many, many more fun stories come your way.
Thanks. Best of luck to you.
All right. Okay. Well, we had some interesting problems today. That first one, do you open the clubs or diamonds? There's an argument to both of them, but ultimately, I think Amy decided to open a club, as would I, just not misrepresenting your length of your suits. Whenever you open a club there, you almost always commit to pretty much not showing your diamonds ever. But who cares about minors anyway? When partner bids 3 hearts, do you agree with the 3 hearts bid? Amy mentioned that that hand possibly could just bid 3 no trump immediately after the 2 spades bid, with their probably double stopper in spades and not so great heart suit quality. Would you leave the major open, or would you just go for 3 no trump? And then your hand, you're thinking, how do I get to 3 no trump? Why not just make the intermediate bid of 3 spades? You can always YOLO 3 no trump, but that, I guess it's more fun to do that, but why not be a little bit more scientific? Bid 3 spades, ask partner. Let us know if you have any other suggestions on that hand. And then the second hand, do you bid Lebensol? Do you have any other systems? Bid over the 2 spades. Would you keep competing? Do you agree that your hand looks much, much better for offense than defense? And would you try to fight in the competitive auction for that 3 clubs bid? Let us know all of your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you again to Amy. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. If you liked the video, please leave us a like and subscribe to the ACBL YouTube channel. We love the algorithm getting us in. Please spread bridge, everybody. I will see everyone next week. We post It's Your Call every single Tuesday, and CBO Daylongs are every Friday. Have a great week, everyone. I will see y'all next week. Bye!